Good evening, everyone, and thanks for coming out to join all of us and attending tonight. My name is Will, and I grew up a couple of suburbs away from here in Lombard. I'm lucky enough to live close to both Synapse House and the altar room. While growing up, I was the fourth out of 5 children. Luckily, they live all across the country, so I get to go visit them, my siblings-in-laws, nephews, and nieces. After high school, I chose to attend the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, where I was able to obtain my bachelor's degree in advertising and public relations. From there, I lived in various places, including Lincoln, Omaha, the Chicago area, Seattle, Los Angeles, and Denver. I moved from Seattle to Los Angeles in 2019 when my disabled friend offered me a job as his caregiver, which resulted in me being a good friend, making a positive impact in his life, and getting free rent, living amongst the palm trees. Besides that, I also work full-time from home in sales and recruiting for a Chicago-based IT company. Before I joined Synapse House in 2023, I suffered my traumatic brain injury in 2022 while I was living in California. There, I was enjoying the daily sunlight and warmth by spending each afternoon after work outside exercising, whether I was running, cycling on the Pacific Coast Highway, or swimming in the Pacific Ocean, which was just 2 miles from the house I lived in at the time. My actual accident occurred in June 2022 when I was riding my electric motorized scooter at a high rate of speed on a downward slope. I looked back over my shoulder at my friend who was riding her own scooter about a block behind me. I lost my footing and balance, falling off my scooter and hitting the right side of my head against the street. Luckily, there was someone parked nearby that was unfortunate enough to witness the whole thing. I heard there was blood coming out of my ears. This person called the ambulance and urged my friend to not try moving me until the paramedics arrived. From there, I was taken to UCLA Hospital for emergency surgery to remove a portion of my skull to allow my swollen brain space to heal. They kept the missing piece of my skull for about 5 months in the freezer while my brain healed. When I was medically stable, I took a medical flight from there back to Chicago so I could go to Northwestern Hospital for my second surgery. While there, they politely begged UCLA to fly or ship the piece of my skull over so that they could reinstall it as part of my second surgery. From there, I was discharged to Shirley Ryan Hospital in downtown Chicago for further recovery and to continue my rehabilitation journey with some of the best therapists in the world. Heck, Jamie Foxx went there. This therapy was for speech, swallowing, occupational therapy, and physical therapy to help get me out of the hospital bed and back onto my feet. As I now required a wheelchair to get around, I've been confined to this wheelchair for over 3 years. Since my injury and counting my physical disabilities resulting from the injury and surgeries led to me being unable to walk and requiring a wheelchair to get around. And I'm still using. Besides, when I'm on my feet walking again with the use of a walking device such as a walker, I'm fortunate enough to use my walker every day, and I'm extremely grateful for the hard work and patience of my physical therapists who all work with me to ensure I had the proper strength and steady balance to use it properly. As you see me use it now to stand and later walk, not roll off the stage. My various occupational therapists work with me to teach me daily strategies of coping and living with disabilities such as mine, since it obviously impacted my ability to perform everyday tasks. I needed experts like them to walk me through the steps and motions required to complete them on my own, especially since it was now my job to put these strategies to use in my life at home, since these therapists wouldn't always be there telling me how to do everything. My speech therapy was always extensive because most people around me, especially new ones, had a difficult time understanding me, even loved ones that knew what my voice sounded like prior to my injury. It's truly a strange phenomenon to clearly understand the monologue of thoughts in your head, but not the words thinking about. I hope that for your sake, you never have to experience this oddity, and that you can understand me now as I speak to all of you. I'm not in the audience right now, but I wish I was. Back in 2023, I joined Synapse House as the next step of my rehabilitation journey. 4 days a week, I spend my mornings and afternoons at Synapse House, where I'm able to continue improving my speech, articulation, and do some socializing with the new faces and friendly folks and staff there. During my time there, I'm able to participate in daily activities such as group trivia, which often revolve around current and past events, and I do the daily group exercise at the end of each day, which has been a beneficial addition to my daily walking. I've also begun private occupational therapy sessions with some of the staff OTs, working towards the goal of independent living. On Wednesdays, I help lead the art group, which has been great because the members at Synapse House that participate in art are able to try out different forms of art as I choose and plan them every week. Each work there starts with members completing our jobs that we sign up for to simulate a traditional workday schedule. In our business unit, culinary unit, and maintenance unit, there's always important work that needs to be done every day by members like us to keep the clubhouse up and running. I personally enjoy any intensive type of job I can get my hands on, and the staff recognizes this and tries to save most of those for me because, admittedly, I know my way around the keyboard. During this time, I help type newsletter articles, conduct interviews, and I help with calls to action by reaching out to our donors through different forms of media that we publish. We all also have the occasional opportunity every 2 weeks to participate in outings, which are basically field trips. In the past, I have been to a local farmer's market and a very delicious ice cream shop. It was very helpful that Synapse House is always able to provide transportation to and from the outings, because good luck to me and my arms trying to push myself 130 miles each way. All in all, everyone there truly makes it worth my time and emotion that I spend with other brain-injured individuals like me in a loving and organized community supported by such general people as all of you here. So, from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much for supporting all of us, Synapse House in general, and your contributions will not be forgotten or overlooked. We hope you'll join us next year at some of our other events that we host throughout the year. We'd love to see and speak to you there. In fact, we're hosting a bingo event in February and golf in June as usual. At Synapse House, all the brain injury survivors like me, whether that's from a traumatic brain injury like me or a stroke, receive adequate attention and care for their necessary continued recovery. It's an excellent program for people like me, and the trained, loving, and dedicated staff there make it worthwhile to attend every day that we're there. My name's Will, and it was an honor delivering my story to all of you. Please have a good rest of your night, and please get home safe.